Talking about the Dow Jones Euro Stoxx 50 on that trading platform GT247. Now moving on to the United Kingdom, which is also known as Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The company was a major superpower in the 19th century, but now not so much anymore.
Yes. United Kingdom, well, that you're right, was the largest superpower in the universe back in the 18th century, but since then it's been going downhill a bit. Look, I mean, I feel that the United Kingdom has really got almost everything wrong in the way that they handled the crisis, because the Tory government there decided they were going to talk austerity but basically be profligate spenders at the same time.
They on
so they've got bad fiscal numbers, but everybody's in a bad mood, so it's not a good combination.
Yes.
Are you any more positive on the United Kingdom?
No, I think UK is probably one of the more vulnerable of the Western economies, etc. And as you say, they are still on austerity pretend. They still have to go on to austerity light.
I like that term, austerity pretend.
Well, Greece is only on austerity light. They've still got to go to austerity proper still, in my view, and that. But the FTSE is different to the other major indices that we're talking. For instance, the Nikkei is Japan specific, etc. The FTSE is probably the least connected of all these indices to that UK economy specifically. For instance, there's a number of what we would say South African companies, like SAB Miller, Old Mutual and Anglo America, that are actually got their primary listing in the UK, not very much business in the UK itself. So this index
is actually not a vote of confidence or no confidence in the underlying economy?
This is probably the most global of the indices. In other words, where you say if you want to take a bet on the global economy, the FTSE is probably the closest proxy, other than an MSCI type of thing. But the point is that don't look at the FTSE and connect it with the UK economy too. It's not that they aren't.
To the globe. So do you want to take a vote on the global economy here?
No. The FTSE, for me, there's another thing that needs to be mentioned here, and that's got a lot of resources stocks in it.
Yes.
So not just mining shares like Billiton and Anglo and Antofagasta and all of those guys, some Russian companies as well. It's also got the big oil companies, BP and Shell, which are very big.
So this is a resource play.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a few tech stocks and a few retailers like Tesco's and all those other stuff in there. And Vodafone is there, which is quite a big player. But to me, it's got too much resources. And right now, the resources outlook looks a bit crummy because of the Chinese slowdown and all that stuff. So I don't know. I'm a bit more ambivalent about this one.
FTSE 100, hot or not, Chris?
I think it's my in this universe that we're talking about today, it's my hot one. Specifically, I think it's the one that shows the most value. In other words, it's the cheapest of the lot if you look at the earnings underpin. And we also need to appreciate it's gone sideways for more than a decade, very similar to the S&P 500, okay? And that's just a year. But if you take a look at since 1990 or 2000, for instance, you'll see pretty much and you're starting to see it potentially break up. And if we start to get, it's been what I call an active manager market up until now. If you start seeing that momentum-driven upward bull market trend, you'd want to be in the index as such.
Hot or not on the FTSE 100?
Nah, I'm not convinced. Not hot.